Hello and welcome to another daily pack opening with me, Brick Geek, for the Games Repository. Going for Journey into Nyx again. Let's see what we can get on this one. And we get a Gumph card and a Forest. So let's have a look and see what we've got. So our commons, Harvest Guard Acelids. 3-drop white for 2/3. Whenever it enters or another enchantment enters battlefield, and you control, prevent all damage that we dealt to target creature this turn. Yeah, it could be useful, especially for swinging with a powerful creature. Don't know, quite expensive cost. You get a 2/3. Not a big fan of that. Rotted Hulk, 4-drop in black for a 2/5. Quite like that as a defender. Not too bad. Doesn't have any special abilities. Ravenous Lucrotar, 4-drop, 1 green for a 2/4 with vigilance. Quite like it, and it's monstrosity 3 at a 7, so that then puts it up to a 5/7 late game. I could live with that. I could happily live with that. Aspect of Gorgon, 3-drop enchant creature. Enchant creature gets +1/+3 and has death touch. You're giving death touch and you're buffing for a 3-drop. I like that a lot. Warwing Siren, it's a 3-drop in blue, flying, and it's got heroic, so whenever you cast a spell that targets it, put +1/+1 counter on it. 3-drop for a 1/3 with flying and heroic. That's quite a useful blue card. Lightning Daemon, 6-drop in red. Enchant creature, when it enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Enchant creature gets +2/+2. So, you're doing 2 damage and you're buffing a creature by 2. Might be a bit expensive for that. Don't know. If you're playing kind of shock, red deck wins, draft-wise, might be your only kind of choice there. Triton Shore Stalker, 1-drop for a 1/1. Can't be blocked. I love this card. You buff it later on with enchantments, and the guy's just insane. Invisible Stalker for Merfolk. I love this card, and yeah, I can't go enough about that one. Laguna Band Trailblazer, 1-drop for a 0/4, and it's got heroic, so you get to buff it later on. That's really good. That's a really good white defense. Really good white early game. Right, Rise of Eagles, 6-drop, 2 blue, and you get to put 2 blue enchantment bird tokens with flying onto the battlefield, and you get to scry. They've got flying. You know I like flying in draft. 6 is quite expensive for 2/2/2s, and you get a scry. But I would say that could be worth it if you're playing a bit of blue. Although by turn 6, if you're dropping 6 mana on a card, you might want something a bit more powerful than that. Interpret the Signs. So here we're into our uncommons. 6-drop sorcery, scry 3, then reveal the top card of your library. Draw cards equal to that card's converted mana cost. That is a sexy card. That could sort you out a lot. Relic of Abandon. That's a 5-drop with 2 red. All creatures get +2/+2 until end of turn. It's a sorcery, it's not an instant. You've got to play it to set the game up. Before you swing, that might be a game winner, but you'd really want trample in there as well. It's kind of like asking to be overrun, but not quite making it. Banishing Light, 3-drop in white. When it enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. So that's an Oblivion Ring for non-land permanents. We can live with that. For a 3-drop, that would be quite useful in draft. Skybind. There's our rare, ladies and gentlemen. So that is a 5-drop, 2 white enchantment. Whenever it or another enchantment enters battlefield, exile target non-enchantment permanent. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So this is flash, permanent flash, that keeps on happening every time an enchantment happens, and it costs you 5. You could you could be very cheeky with that and flash out a lot of them. If you're playing multiple ones of this, you would combo out, maybe get a few extra turns out of that. If you had enough cards to combo with that, I think you could make that quite powerful. And we do have a shiny. We've got a rare. So this is a double rare pack. King Maka, the Gold Cursed. It's a 4-drop. It's 2 black and 2 colourless for a 2/3. Inspired. Whenever it becomes untapped, you may exile target creature. If you do, put a colourless artifact token named Gold onto the battlefield. It has sacrifices that artifact, add 1 mana of any colour to your mana pool. Wow. So, you swing, next turn untap, you then get to, and it's a May, so if your opponent hasn't got any creatures left, you don't have to go and start exiling your own. So you're removing your opponent's creatures, you then get a gold, which can be sacked out to add any colour in mana pool. I think that is a sexy card. That, I think, will get a lot of play. I think you could draft that quite happily as well. We've got quite a few cards there that would be draftable, but I like Triton Shore Stalker. That would normally be a very easy pick for me. 1-drop, 1/1, unblockable, buff, win the game. But it's shiny, it's rare, it's a good card. I'm going to go with King Maka, and I think we might see a lot of him in the future. Alright guys, have a good day.